been quarterly EBITDA and margins of a record high quarter this time around. Their PAT and EBITDA growth have managed to outperform the revenue growth as well. So let's chat a little bit more about what went by in this quarter and what's likely ahead. Anil, hi, morning. Great to have you today on ET Now. Thank you so much for your time. Anil, congratulations. Excellent quarter for you. But I believe you've already hiked your margin guidance from the earlier 10.5% to 11% to now 11 to 12%. Tell me what's giving you this kind of confidence.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me. This confidence is giving me because of our market positioning. Our scale of operations has gone up. So we believe that economies of scale will improve our margins since the fixed cost will be remaining constant. So that, and also our demand for domestic as well as international markets where we operate is significantly strong.
Mr. Gupta, hi, this is Harsh here. Sir, give us a perspective. This very strong top-line growth, how much of it was value-driven, how much of it was volume-driven? Just give us that color, and whether the kind of volume growth you are seeing will likely continue to sustain.
Yeah, we don't have the exact number actually how much was the value-driven, but I think it was quite a big value-driven growth in this quarter. But we are definitely aiming for a substantial volume growth in this year because of the commissioning of our new facilities at Sanand.
So tell me a little bit more about what kind of revenue generation do you anticipate from Sanand, and when is it that you're going to reach full capacity?
We expect anywhere around 1,500 crore revenue from Sanand this year, but maybe more. I can't say because the plant is gradually ramping up and stabilizing. But on the whole full year basis from next financial year or maybe from FY 28-29, it will add a revenue of around 6,500 to 7,000 crore a year from that facility.
So what kind of Capex have you outlaid for, say, the next 2 to 3 years? And how is it that you're planning to fund it?
Our Capex in Sanand has so far been 1,700 crore. And another 300 crore we are going to spend in this financial year. Total Capex in this whole financial year will be around 700 crore. And we expect that for next 3 years, we'll continue to do a Capex of around 700 crore per year. So this is important to continue with a growth trajectory of more than 20% CAGR in our business.
I'm also trying to understand, Mr. Gupta, in terms of the margin positive surprise. One is driven by the retail channel mix, which has gone to 59% versus 51% Q1 FY26. I want to first talk a little bit about that. Likely to sustain, or does anything change? Is this a one-off?
No, this will sustain because we have this exercise has been done over a period of long time, and we have been able to develop strong channels throughout India to reach to 59%. And I believe that this will sustain and it will continue to grow. Simultaneously, our B2B growth is also very strong in India as well as in export markets. In exports, we are generally doing B2B. There is no contribution of B2C so far, but we are definitely looking for channels over there as well.
Okay. And extra high voltage cables, that too, the growth was stronger there. Again, does that sustain, and what's the kind of confidence from that segment?
This extra high voltage cables will sustain, even will grow. And we have a very strong order book in extra high voltage cables from India as well as overseas markets. And the kind of demand which is coming from transmission sector in extra high voltage cable, I think that it will not only sustain, it will grow.
You know, the strong growth that you've guided for FY27, and of course, Sanand will only add in terms of the volumes to the numbers. But does FY28 largely in terms of your guidance remain the same? So even on the elevated base of FY27, does FY28 be maybe 15-ish%, mid-teens kind of growth, which you had typically guided for?
Yes, volume growth will be more than 15% or 20%. And we are absolutely sure that we will be growing more than what the kind of guidance we are giving. So we are pretty sure about it.
FY28, Mr. Gupta, what growth clip should one really look at for FY28?
In a generalized manner, we are giving a growth projection of around 20% CAGR for next 4 to 5 years, and we will strive to grow better. But beyond that, at this moment, I cannot give any further guidance.
Okay, fair point. But Mr. Gupta, always good having you on ET Now. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.